everybody! So today I am doing my next episode of Animated News and just going to kind of give my response to the trailers and other news out there. And so I'm sorry, I've been doing it for a couple of weeks. I've been having some problems with headaches, and so thanks for your patience. And let's talk about what's kind of the big stories of this week, or the last couple weeks really. And the first thing is there was a huge weekend for Walt Disney at the box office. They had Jungle Book at number one again at 45 million. The next closest was The Huntsman Winter's War at 9 million. And then you had Zootopia hanging in there at 6th place with $5 million. And this is week 9 for Zootopia. That's pretty incredible. You had one other animated release, and that was Ratchet & Clank, which I actually liked. I thought it was kind of fun, space adventure, but it did not do well in the critics at large, and it didn't do well at the box office, only $4 million. But I think that the budget, the small budget that they had, and the way they have it tied into the games and things, I think that it will have long legs on video on demand and on DVD. And so I think they'll actually be okay in the end, but I think it should have done a little bit better, but what do I know? So there you go. This weekend here in Utah is April in the Extraordinary World's premiere on Friday, so tomorrow. And we are doing our costume contest beforehand, so it's going to be steampunk. It's going to be really fun. And so I love the movie. I've seen it twice, and I thought it was a really beautiful, unique, creative, different story. We did get a new trailer for The Killing Joke from Warner Brothers, and it looks really scary. It is going to be an R rating, so I'll wait and see. I haven't decided if I'm going to watch it or not. I probably will, though. We'll see. I'll just look at the parental guide and decide. Big news this week was that Comcast has now purchased DreamWorks Animation, and they did it for, I think, like $3.6 billion, which seemed really high to me for DreamWorks because they haven't had a hit in a long time. Well, I mean, they had Kung Fu Panda 3, but they haven't had a winning year in a long time. Last year, they had a deficit of negative $53 million, and it's been way worse than that the last 3 or 4 years. And so I was surprised that it went for that high. I mean, Star Wars went for $4.8 billion, and they've never had a movie, a Star Wars movie or an Indiana Jones movie that has not made money. So those properties, I think, are a lot more valuable than a lot of the DreamWorks properties. And now Universal will have Illumination and DreamWorks kind of under their umbrella, and we will see if they can benefit from some of Illumination's marketing prowess. But hopefully they will continue to make some good films. I've never been that big a fan of DreamWorks comedies, and I definitely am not the biggest fan of Illumination, so I'm a little nervous of that, but we'll see. Hopefully it'll be good. I'm optimistic and try to be positive. I had a trailer for a Chinese animated film called Rock Dog. It's about a dog that wants to be in a band or something like that, and it looked kind of cute. Like, it looked like decent animation. It looked like it could be fun, so and then we had a new trailer for Kubo and the Two Strings, and that looked amazing. It just looks epic and a really interesting story. I like that it's coming from a Japanese kind of background with the samurai, and just something that I'm not all that familiar with, and it looks like they're taking it more seriously than the Kung Fu Panda type of approach to that type of mythology. So I'm really looking forward to it. Had a couple new TV spots for Finding Dory, which showed us some more of the marine habitat with the whales, and we are not sure 100% how that all, we know that Dory ends up in the marine habitat, but how it all is going to work out and play out is, we don't know. So I'm really, really excited. Everything I see from Finding Dory makes me more and more excited. We had as far as television news, the Powerpuff Girls reboot has not gone well. Everyone I know on YouTube hates it. And I didn't really watch the original show that much, so I didn't hate it, but yeah, I have not been able to find ratings how well it's doing, but as far as critical reaction, it did not go over well at all. And then also you had the Star Wars Rebels finale, and I know this now was a couple weeks ago, but oh, it was so awesome. It was so intense, and it was gripping, and it is honestly my favorite Star Wars thing I've ever seen. Is that finale was so good. So you had Darth Maul, you had Ahsoka, you had all of the characters, you had Ezra, who's being kind of tempted by Maul in a way, and you see things from his point of view, and I just think the characters are so rich, and it's just such well done as far as the action and the tension and the way everything builds. And the female characters are great, and just the sort of the finale battle between Ahsoka and Vader, holy cow, was so good. Another big news that we got was a BBC miniseries that's going to be made on Watership Down, and I was excited for this when I first read it because it has John Boyega in the cast and I love him, but then the more I read, the more unexcited I got, because I read that some of the producers, they're kind of tone things down a lot, and that they're going to make the female characters more prominent, which means they're going to change a lot, because the whole half of the story is them looking for female characters, so for Dose for the Watership Down. So I don't know how you make female characters predominant characters, and so that's worrisome, and that they're going to tone it down, take away some of that visceral nature of it, which bums me out. And it's CG. I wish they were going with hand drawn. So I love the original, and we just read the book, and I just watched it again for book club, and I really, really loved it. So that kind of bums me out. But who knows, maybe it'll be good. We will see. So that is kind of all of the news this week and last couple weeks. Let me know if you have any other news you've heard about and what you think of these stories, these trailers, other things. I'll have links down so you can check out all of them in the description section. And thanks so much. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!